Chapter 80. I had been living in America for the past year and finally reconnected with one of my best friends. We decided to go to a Samoan club in South Auckland. Oh, no, Jody. Drinks were flowing and the vibes were good when all of a sudden I spot the bouncer staring at me from afar. Not going to lie, he was my type, and living in America, I didn't get to see a lot of poly men, so I was really intrigued. My friend knew another bouncer working at the club and she told him to come over here. She told the other bouncer to tell his friend that I was interested in him and he came over. Obviously, I was being shy, saying no, but really, yes. He comes over and talks to me. He was straight from Samoa and had the cutest smile. Oh, God. They really melt your heart with their smiles, don't they, until they melt your wallet. He walked me outside of the club to my car to make sure that I'm safe and we exchanged numbers. The next day, my birthday, we were texting back and forth and everything is good. We plan to meet up soon to get some food and hang out. For my birthday, my family and all my friends went to a really nice restaurant when I felt my phone buzzing in my pocket. It was a no-caller ID number and normally I don't answer them, but I ended up answering and it was an elder Samoan lady screaming at me and asking what my name was, calling me all kinds of rude names in Samoan. I ignore it and enjoy my night. When I get home, he's married, isn't he? When I get home, I get a Facebook request from a lady I didn't know. She messages me saying, "Do you know this man?" with 4 photos attached. One was the bouncer and his wife at their wedding. One was the bouncer and his wife half naked in bed together. One was a photo of the bouncer and 2 kids. And the last photo was the bouncer standing in front of an old vintage car with his ugly beer belly hanging out. I was in shock. Wasn't ugly at the time that you two were hanging out now, wasn't? It was the wife's account, and I explained to her, apologizing profusely, and explained what happened, and how I didn't know he was married, and how we planned to do the bad things and meet up. Turns out he was married with 3 kids and a baby on the way. Moral of the story, don't go to the Samoan clubs out in South Auckland. I actually second that. Next one. So earlier last year in 2023, I met a boy on TikTok and we became friends and exchanged Instagram accounts. After talking for about 2 weeks, we started meeting up. 2 weeks. The kids these generation. We started meeting up and that was going on for about 2 months. He had told me that he has 4 younger siblings, but they're only half siblings, and he doesn't know anything of his father except that his dad is Tongan. It was something we could both relate to because I was kinda in the same situation, but I knew who my father was. We just weren't close. Anyways, after the 2 months of meeting up, we made it official. I introduced him to my mum and they hit it off. Didn't even bother with my dad because that man was MIA most of my life. But knowing what you're about to know now, I should have introduced him to my dad. Oh my God, what happened? Anyway, it was time for me to meet his mum, and when I did, she was really nice. But after a couple more times of seeing her, she started giving me weird looks and vibes. That went on for about 2 weeks. She had finally asked me about my parents. I told her my mum was Samoan and my dad was Tongan, and she quickly jumped to ask who dad was, and I told her. Oh my gosh, I will never forget the look on her face when her face dropped. Turns out the boy I had been dating for a month was actually my half brother. Bro! Do you know how much can happen in 1 month? How many bad things can happen in that amount of time? Oh my God. Anyways, I told my mum about it and her whole face dropped too. Turns out she knows his mum because his mum was the other woman my dad got pregnant when she was a few weeks pregnant with me. Got baby right now. We obviously ended it and cut communication. Well, thank God you did. Cut communication there, but I low-key miss him. Girl, moral of the story, do your background checks, y'all. Oh my God. Babe! Lord have mercy. Next one. We have a pastor's daughter and our piano player. Oh, another church sin. So piano player was in a full-on relationship during this whole thing, okay? The pastor's daughter knew of this as well, but still chose to chase after him. They started seeing each other, and the girlfriend of the piano player eventually found out and ended things with him. Both parents found out, and both parents didn't approve of their relationship. Well, they didn't listen, did they? They even booked hotels and motels just to do the dirty. Fast forward a few months, they decided to elope and run away together. They later returned to the family to explain the situation. The pastor's daughter is 5 months pregnant with a girl and claims it belongs to the piano player. But get this, they haven't been together for that long. What? Piano player's family wanted a DNA test to be done, but the pastor said no. Pastor said to get them married in court as soon as possible before she pops that baby out. On top of this, pastor does not want the church to know that his daughter ran away with the piano player and got knocked up. The pastor's daughter's nudes are all over Discord, not to mention everyone is sending it around like it's something. What is Discord? I feel like I'm so old because of all these other apps that I've never ever heard of before. Discord. Not only does her father want to stay as pastor of the church, but he used all the money that the church had in funds, and now there's only 10K left in the church funds. Pastor, where's the money, my bro? I feel like this is taken... one story at a time, please. Anyways, piano player's parents do not want this marriage, and also they want this to come to light. Thanks. I feel like you are the ex of the piano player. Could you be?